Hello viewers, today I have chosen the same subject, myths and legends of Kashmir. There is another myth that is associated with Kashmir. Let's expose it. As it is believed by some that there is a tomb that is supposed to exist in Kashmir and that is of the Prophet Moses. As the Bible names 5 landmarks in relation to Moses' burial sites. The plains of Moab, Mount Nebo, the Peak of Pisgah, Beth Poer, and Heshbon. All the 5 named landmarks are to be found in one well-defined location near Wattu, Bandipora. There are many names of places beginning or ending with Moses in different parts of valley, such as Maqam Musa, Sange Mosa, Musa Marg, and so on. There is supposed to be a staff of Moses in the cave at Aish Muqam. As the traditional biblical accounts state that Moses was buried in an unknown location in the Moab region east of Jordan River. The specific location is not definitely mentioned in the Bible, and there are different theories and traditions regarding the exact site of Moses' burial. The suggestion that Moses' burial site is located in Kashmir near Auth to Bandipora is not supported by historical or biblical evidence. These legends seem quite intriguing and lack scientific basics and are without any verification. These depend upon local beliefs and references in ancient books and travelogues. These need to be checked and verified by modern scientific methods, as has been done in case of historical facts relating to pharaohs of Egypt. Another popular theory promoted by some local legends and religious traditions in Kashmir suggests that the Kashmiri people are descended from the lost tribes of Israel, who were exiled by the Assyrians in the 8th century BC, somehow found their way to Kashmir and settled here. In other words, it is said that after the destruction of the third temple, the 12 tribes of Israelites were dispersed all over the world. Some of these tribes have been traced in different locations. In fact, remnants of one of the tribes were recently confirmed to be in Mizoram by DNA testing. Some of the members of this tribe are now planning to migrate to Israel. There is theory that one of the tribes came to Kashmir through Afghanistan and settled here. Kashmir was originally inhabited by Nagas and Pishars, who must have been here from the Neolithic age or New Stone age. Dwelling pits from Neolithic age have been discovered at Burzahama and some other places in the valley. Kalhana mentions these original inhabitants in Rajtarangi. There is also mention of Malchas coming into Kashmir off and on. These Malchas were probably Israelites. It is said that in the ancient Kashmir, the inhabitants of the valley did not allow outsiders to enter. The only exception was the Israelites, who would be allowed to enter in small numbers. It's worth noting that scholars and historians generally do not support these claims. The historical evidence and genetic studies indicate that the Kashmiri people have diverse origins, with influences from various Central Asian, Persian, and Indian populations. It's important to approach such claims with caution and rely on scholarly research and archaeological evidence when examining historical connections between different cultures and regions. It's also said that there are many similarities between Jews and Kashmiris. The Hebrew and kasher means approvable, especially in relation to food. Kashmiris still call their country Kashir and their inhabitants Kashur. More than 300 names of geographical features of towns, regions, and estates, and of tribes and clans, families, and individuals in the Old Testament can be matched with linguistically related to phonetically similar names in Kashmir and its environs. Examples are Hamal, Baal, Gabba, Ghani, Ajas, Arur, Beth Poer, Harvan, and so on. The present temple of Shankaracharya was originally known as Takht-i Sulaiman, the throne of Solomon. According to inscription, the new temple was restored in AD 78 by King Gopadatta, also called Gopananda, on the foundation of old ruined building. Tradition has it that Solomon once visited the region. According to Holger Christie's book, the Kashmiris are different in every respect from other people in India. Their way of life, the behavior, their morals, their character, customs, and habits are all of a type that might be described as typically Israelites. The Kashmiris were not normally used to take fat for frying and baking. They only use oil. Most Kashmiris eat smoked fish called fur, which is eaten by Israelis in remembrance of the time before the exodus from Egypt. Butchers' knives in Kashmir are in half moon, shaped typical of the Israelites. And even the rudders and paddles of the boat, people that is honjis, are of the similarly typical herd shape. The men wear distinctive skull caps on their heads. The clothing of the old women of Kashmir and Panditanis is very similar to that of Jewish women. And like them, they also wear dejhor, which is also worn by Jewish women. Like young Jewish girls, the girls of Kashmir dance in two facing columns with linked arms, moving together forward and backward to the rhythm. They call their songs Ruf. After bearing a child, woman of Kashmir observes 40 days seclusion for purification. This too is a Jewish custom. Many of the older graves in Kashmir are aligned in east-west orientation, while as Islamic graves normally point with south. In addition to what has been stated above from the book of Holger Christie, there are many other similarities. Kashmiri's bread, sachur, is a typical Jewish beagle. In most of the Kashmiri shrines at the entrance, there is a round metallic ball with chains that's also seen in Jewish synagogues. Most of the shrines, like in Israel, are usually located on hilltops or higher grounds. Kashmiri Farron is a typical Jewish robe